welcome to Chit-Chat Chinese video lessons. This is your very first lesson. So before we get started, I want you to do a couple of things. Number one, I want you to download this first chapter and print it out so you have it in front of you. The second thing is I want you to learn the 4 tones. You'll see those on the first 3 pages, along with some practice for the pinyin, the romanization of Chinese, with the audio. So listen to that and become at least familiar. We're going to review again, but it's great to do that before we begin. Now, from Chit-Chat Chinese, going to the bottom of page 4, you get your first personal pronouns. 我, 你, 他, 我, 你, 他. Now I want you to use your hands. Let's get rid of the visuals so you can get this in your head. I want you to use your hands so you get a little bit of the kinesthetic muscle memory thing going, okay? So use your hands and repeat after me. 我, 你, 他, 我, 你, 他. Now all together. 我, 你, 他. 我, 你, 他. 我, 你, 他, 他, 你, 我. Pause this and do that about 5 or 6 times so you really get it down using your hands. All right, next thing, how to pluralize these personal pronouns. All you have to do is add a mun on the end. And then each of these pronouns becomes plural. So 我 with a mun becomes we. 你 with a mun becomes you guys or you all, second person plural. And 他们 becomes they. Repeat after me. 我们, 你们, 他们, 我们, 你们, 他们. Now, let's get rid of the visual. I want you to use your hands again and repeat after me. 我们, 你们, 他们, 我们, 你们, 他们. All together. 我们, 你们, 他们. 我们, 你们, 他们. All right, let's do all the personal pronouns together. Repeat after me. 我, 你, 他, 我们, 你们, 他们. 我, 你, 他, 我们, 你们, 他们. I recommend pausing the screen and doing that entire thing. 我, 你, 他, 我们, 你们, 他们. Do it like 5 or 6 times till you really, really know it well. Okay, next thing you are going to learn is fantastic. It is the verb to be in Chinese, and it could not be simpler. It's 是. Now, any of you who've studied any Latin-based languages, you're like Spanish, you're used to yo soy, tú eres, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, and then you have the past tense, you have the future tense, and you have the subjunctive. None of that. It's all just 是. Not even a germ. Everything you need is right here for the verb to be. So let's take the verb 是 and let's put it with the personal pronouns we've learned. Repeat after me. 我是, 你是, 他是, 我们是, 你们是, 他们是. Again, 我是, 你是, 他是, 我们是, 你们是, 他们是. Now, without the visual, again, use your hands as you do this. 我是, 你是, 他是, 我们是, 你们是, 他们是. Again, 我是, 你是, 他是, 我们是, 你们是, 他们是. I recommend pausing this screen and do that like 5 or 6 times till you get it down really well. Now, moving on to the bottom of page 5, you're going to get your first countries. Here they are. Repeat after me. 中国, 美国, 英国, 法国, 德国, 日本. Again. 中国, 美国, 英国, 法国, 德国, 日本. Now, page 6, this is what you're going to see. 人 means people. Look at this character. See how it has almost like 2 legs? It's one of these characters that has a little bit of pictographic background to it. So this means people or person. Now, all you need to do to say somebody's nationality is you say the country plus person. So France plus person is French. Let's look at all those nationalities. 中国人, 美国人, 英国人, 法国人, 德国人, 日本人. Again, 中国人, 美国人, 英国人, 法国人, 德国人, 日本人. All right, next, let's give you your first sentences. Here they are. We're going to put this together, and I'm not giving you a translation. I want to see if you can figure it out on your own. The first one, 我是美国人. Try to translate it. 你是法国人. 他是中国人. Okay, again, this time, and I'm going to give you the translation. 我是美国人. I'm American. 你是法国人. You are French. 他是中国人. He, she, or it is Chinese. Great. Next thing we're going to learn is how to negate the verb to be. Here's how you do it. 不是. 不 is like not. So 不是 isn't. Am not, is not, are not. All of that. So let's get a few negative sentences. 我不是中国人. Try to translate it. 你不是中国人. 他不是美国人. Again, I'll translate it this time. 我不是中国人. I'm not Chinese. 你不是中国人. You're not Chinese. 他不是美国人. All right. Next thing we're going to learn is how to ask a question in Chinese. There's 2 ways to do that, and we're going to learn the first way. Both of them are super easy. The first way to do it is you just say a regular sentence, just a declarative sentence. Blah, 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 blah. You add a m on the end. That's a neutral tone. And it's kind of like saying a question mark out loud. So if this were to be English, I would say, you Chinese ma? Like, which means, are you Chinese? As soon as you have the ma on, it indicates you're asking a question. So let's look at a couple questions. 你是中国人吗? Try to guess the meaning. 你是美国人吗? Again, 你是中国人吗? Are you Chinese? 你是美国人吗? Are you American? Now, the way to answer a question in Chinese, there's no one word for yes and no in Chinese. What you do is you either repeat the verb or negate the verb, or you repeat the adjective and negate the adjective. So that'd be like saying, it is dog, and you'd say is, or not is, 是 or 不是. For an adjective, it would be like saying, is she pretty? you'd say pretty. So just in the context of this, with nationalities, it's 是 or 不是. So if I ask you, 你是中国人吗? You probably are 不是. You're probably not Chinese. So you say 不是. 你是美国人吗? Are you American? If you are, you say 是. Okay. Pop quiz. I'm going to say somebody famous, and I'm going to ask a question about them. And you're going to answer yes or no. 是 or 不是. First question. Tom Cruise 是美国人吗? 是. Now, I'm saying these names in English just to keep things simple, but there is a way to say Tom Cruise in Chinese. We'll keep it simple this first lesson. Tom Cruise 是中国人吗? 不是. Napoleon 是美国人吗? 不是. Napoleon 是法国人吗? 是. Harry Potter 是英国人吗? 是. Harry Potter 是中国人吗? 不是. Angela Merkel 是美国人吗? 不是. Angela Merkel 是德国人吗? 是. Yao Ming, the basketball player, 是中国人吗? 是. Yao Ming 是美国人吗? 不是. Okay, that's it for now. We've got through a good part of the first chapter. Next class, we're going to start on chapter 7. We're going to start on page 7. And we're going to get a dialogue in there. Well, you'll hear me speaking with a native speaker for the dialogue that's in chapter 1. So stay tuned, click on to the next lesson, and we'll see you then. Thanks.